Dear students, I am your Manav sir, and today I am going to discuss class 9 number system. This is our part 1 video. So let's begin. This chart you can see. Now you come to the bottom part. What it is written here? Natural number. Natural number means the number which start from 1. Natural number and 0. If we add, what we get? We get whole numbers. So what is whole number? The number which start from 0. Natural number is what? Start from 1. Now if we add whole numbers and negative integers, what we get? Integers. So what is negative integers? Which is the numbers like -1, -2, -3. These are negative integer and this is positive integer. Okay. So what is integers then? All the positive number, negative number and 0. Now the integer, if we add the fraction also with that, then what we get? Rational numbers. So what is fractional number? Fractional number is like 1 by 2, means this is our fractional number 1 by 2. You can write it in p by q form. So fractional numbers and integers, if we add, what we get? We get rational numbers. So here in the rational number, negative numbers are there, positive numbers are there, 0 is there, fractional numbers are there. Okay. Now the rational numbers and irrational numbers, that too if we will join, then it is called real numbers. That means this is the whole picture. These all numbers are called real numbers. And these numbers are called rational numbers. Now come to number line. This you already know. This is number line. This is positive integer side and this is negative integer side. And in between 0 is there. Now you look at this page. Here 0 and 1. And here also 0 and 1. Okay. But in this case what I have done? I have divided this part, means 0 to 1, this part into 10 equal parts. 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 equal parts I have divided. You can say like this way also, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, like this way. Now suppose it is given that find on a number line 2 by 10. So what we'll do? You will write 0 to 1 first and then you will divide the part into 10 equal parts, and here is your 2 by 10. So this is your answer. You will highlight it and this will be your answer. Now next is finding rational numbers between two given numbers. Here we will learn three methods. This is method 1. Method 1 is what? Suppose we are required to find one rational numbers between two rational numbers x and y such that x is less than y, then what will follow? The rule is half into x plus y. That means suppose if I say two numbers 2 and 4, then suppose 2 and 4, if I say the number, then what will do? You will add 2 plus 4 is 6 and you will multiply with half. That means answer is 3. Here is also one example. You can see x is equal to 1 by 3 and y is equal to 1 by 2. Here you will do addition and then you will get the answer. You will get the answer. The answer is 5 by 12. Now method 2. What is method 2? Suppose we are required to find n rational numbers between two rational numbers x and y. See, method 1 is what? Method 1 is asking for only one number lying between x and y. Lying between x and y. And here in method 2, they are saying that n rational numbers. That means it is not one, it is more than one. So here we will use one formula. Suppose they are saying for 5 rational numbers you take out. Then what we will do? 5 is n. So n plus 1 formula we will use. N plus 1 is what? If it is 5, then it will become 5 plus 1 means 6. So what we will do with that 6? We convert the given rational numbers into equivalent rational numbers by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by a suitable numbers. Let's see one example. It will clear your doubt. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So here they are asking for what? 5. Here n is 5. So what we'll do? We will multiply the numerator and denominator by what? N plus 1 means with 6. You see it is 3 by 5. So you multiplied 3 by 5 into 6 in both cases. So we get 18 by 30 and in another part we get 24 by 30. Hence clearly we can write 18 by 30 and 24 by 30. In between we can write like this way, 19 by 30, then less than sign, 20 by 30, then 21 by 30, 22 by 30 and 23 by 30. So this is the solution of this. The last method, method 3. Suppose we are required to find a n rational number between two given numbers x and y, especially those with unlike denominators. Again you come back to the method 2. Method 2 is saying what? Like denominators. Remember, what is like denominators? Here the example you will see the denominator was 5 in both cases. But now I am saying in method 3 it is about unlike denominators. That is, see the example, it is 3 and in this case it is 4. 3 and 4. So it is called unlike denominator. So what formula we will use here? We will use d is equal to y minus x by n plus 1. And remember here x and y value what we are taking? X is less than y. So the formula is what? D is equal to y minus x by n plus 1. You will put all the values. Here what we are getting in this example? 17 by 84. Now after this the formula is like that. So the 5 rational numbers lying between minus 3 and 3 by 4 are what? X plus d, comma, x plus 2d, comma, x plus 3d. This way we will write, okay, up to 5d. Then simply we put the value. What is x? What is x? X is minus 2 by 3. Here you will write minus 3 by 2 by 3. And d is what? D value just now we got, that is 17 by 84 plus 17 by 84. Similarly you will put all the values and you will get the 5 rational numbers. Now decimal representation of rational numbers. Number 1, terminating decimal. A decimal that ends after a finite number of digits is called a terminating decimal. For example, 1 by 4, if we divide, then what we get? The answer is 0.25. Now this is called terminating because the division is here, it is finished, right? Similarly, 5 by 8, if you divide, there is no remainder, so it is terminating decimal. Now repeating or recurring decimal. What is repeating and recurring? In some cases we'll notice, especially like 2 by 3, if we divide, what we are getting? You see that number 6 is repeating. This is the reason we are saying repeating or recurring decimals. And we also remember that 0.6666, this way it is written. This you can write like this, 0.66 upon what? This is called bar bracket. Fine. Now one more thing here, note is there that length of period. If your teacher will ask you what is the length of period, then in this case the length of period is what? 1. And in this case 2. What is that length of period? Repeated number of decimal places in a rational number is called the length of its period. That means you see here the 27 is repeating. Okay, so we put a bar bracket on 27, and that is 27 means two numbers are there, it is a 2-digit number, so the length of period is what? 2. Now we'll see more example. Suppose express 0.3 in form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Let's x is equal to 0.3. So I told you earlier that if I remove the bar bracket, then we can write like this way, that 0.33333, these numbers can be written as this. Similarly this, since the repeating block has only one digit 3, we multiply x by 10 to get this. So what is the repeating block? It is only 3, it is only one digit, so we'll multiply this time with 10x. 10 into x, if I do, that means with this if I multiply 10, we are getting what? 3.333. Here you have to note one thing, you should remember one thing, that is after the decimal, whatever the number is here, it should be here also. Then only you can, when you will subtract this, if subtract 10x minus x, we are getting 3. Why? Because after the decimal, then the both case we will see it is 0.333, 0.333. So from here we will get the value of x, that is 1 by 3. Now let's come to the next number, which is irrational number. Here we will learn 3 types of irrational number. One is, you see the example, see 0.0, then 200, 2000. I just increase 1 0 in every place. You can change the digit, no problem. In place of 2 you can write 3, 4, 5, anything. Here another example, 1 2 1 2 1, it is 2 1 1, then 2, then 4 times 1, This way you can write. These all are called irrational number. Actually, what is irrational number? A number which can neither be expressed as a terminating decimal nor as a repeating decimal. Understand? Now type 2. If m, it must be a positive integer, is not a perfect square, then root m is what? Irrational number. For example, see 2, 3, 11, these all are positive integer. And if we do root 2, root 3, root 11, we will get what? The value is irrational number. Similarly, in case of cube also, cube root also, we will get the same thing. The value what we'll get, it is irrational. Now, one special note is here that we all know the number pi whose exact value is not equal to 22/7. If you don't know, then please make a note that pi exact value is not equal to 22/7. In fact, it has a value which is non-terminating and non-repeating. So if a number is non-terminating and non-repeating, then it is what? Irrational numbers. So pi is what? Irrational numbers. But 22/7 is what? Rational number. Do you know why? Because 22/7 if you divide, then you will get a non-terminating but repeating number. Okay? Now special note for irrational numbers. Sum of two irrational numbers need not be an irrational. Example, C. Sum means addition. Two irrational number. This is 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. This is two irrational number. If I do addition, what we'll get? Root 3 and minus root 3 will cut. So addition is, answer is 4. So 4 is what? A whole number. It's not an irrational number. Difference. Difference means subtraction. Subtraction of two irrational number. You see here, two irrational numbers are there. If I subtract here, then what I'll get? Answer is 2. Product of, but remember, difference of two irrational numbers, irrational need not be an irrational. Need not be means it may be, it may not be. Product of two irrational needs need not be an irrational. Now product. Two irrational product can be rational also. That's why the example is root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3. Similarly, quotient of two irrational need not be an irrational. In this case, we are getting what? 2. Now number 5, sum of rational number and an irrational is irrational. So if we do this 2 plus root 3, this is what? This is nothing but irrational number. And difference, in case of difference also, we will get irrational. Product of a rational and an irrational is irrational. See, 2 into root 3 if I do, I get what? 2 root 3. This is what? This is irrational number. Quotient of a rational and irrational is also irrational. So if I do 2 by root 3, we'll get the answer irrational. Now come to the last page. This is about solved examples. Example 1. See addition. 3 root 2 plus 7 root 3 and root 2 minus 5 root 3. If we do addition, just simply open the bracket, and what they have done here, you see, root 2, here is also root 2. So bring it in one place, and root 3 is here and root 3 is here. So keep this in another place. Now here from both case as root 2 is there, so we can take common root 2, and then what is left? 3 plus 1, and in that case root 3 is common, and what is left? 7 minus 5. So if I do 3 plus 1 means 4 root 2. Now here 7 minus 5 is what? 2, and then root 2. Then answer is what? 4 root 2 plus 2 root 3. Now example 2, multiply 5 root 11 by 3 root 11. Remember one thing, that if you multiply root 2 into root 2, you will get 2. Root 3 into root 3, you will get 3. So root 11 into root 11 is 11. So here easily you can do 5 and 3, you will write separately 5 into 3, and this also you will write separately root 11, root 11. As I said, the same numbers under root, if it is, then you will get the whole number if you will multiply that two numbers. Then answer is 165. Divide 15 root 15 by 3 root 5. So what is that? 15 root 15 by 3 root 5. We can write like this way, 5, this 15 can be written as root 5 into root 3, because 3 into 5 is 15. Now here see, at the top root 5 is there, here also in denominator place root 5 is there. The cut root 5, so what is left? 5 root 3. Now example 4, simplify root 13 minus root 6 into root 13 plus root 6. Here you can notice one thing, if your root 13 is A and root 6 is B, then we can say that A minus B into A plus B. Understand? The formula is what? A minus B into A plus B is what? A square minus B square. A square minus B square. So if I write A square minus B square, then what is the answer? I told you earlier that root 11 into root 11 is 11. So root 13 square means what? Root 13 into root 13, that is 13. Root 6 into root 6 means what? 6. So 13 minus 6 is 7. Similarly, that number 2 also you can do. Example 5, simplify 2 plus root 3 into 3 plus root 5. Here you will notice one thing, this is not, here we cannot use any formula. Here you have to multiply. How will multiply? See, in this first case what is there? 2 plus root 3. So here at first 2 is there. So with this you will multiply this one with 2. So 2 into 3 is what? 6. Now 2 into root 5 is what? 2 root 5. Similarly with root 3, if I multiply this, root 3 into 3 is what? 3 root 3. Root 3 into root 5 is what? Root 15. Now this is our answer. Hope you understand. Now this is the end of our part 1 video. Next time we will come with part 2, and I will try to complete this number system lesson. Till then, goodbye, take care.